So you're planning to visit Korea and you're vegan or vegetarian and worry about what to eat there? Well, I'm here to help you. I'm not vegetarian myself, but I keep kosher, so when I travel abroad, I eat mostly vegetarian or vegan food. I went to Korea 6 times now, and I always found what to eat there. So, from my experience, I wrote 10 recommendations of things you can eat in Korea or where to eat in Korea if you're vegan or vegetarian. And now I'm going to share this with you. But before, if it's your first time here, hi, I'm Neta Batata. I create content about food and traveling, vlogs, recipes, and more. If this is your kind of stuff that you love watching, please consider subscribing and follow my social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And now, after covering this up, we can start. Even though in Korea veganism is not really big, you can still find Korean or Western style restaurants that are vegan or vegetarian. I found many restaurants using the app Happy Cow. It's free and they also have a map, so they will show you the nearest restaurants to your location, which is great. In this app, they also have a list of vegan-friendly restaurants, which make it much easier to find something to eat nearby you. Again, there are not so many vegan restaurants in Korea. By the way, I have a full playlist of vegan places that I went to in Korea. So if you want to watch this, you can click here or here, I'm not sure where it's going to be, and watch this right after this video. At the Korean convenience store, you can find a lot of instant noodles. It's not vegan or vegetarian. It will usually contain fish or beef in the sauce or in the dried parts, but you can still find vegan ramen. Usually you will find it at Loving Hut restaurants, Osake Hyang in Insadong, also Vegan Space in Itaewon. They will also have vegan ramyeon. When we had the chance to buy, we bought it, and it really saved us when we were hungry in the middle of the night. We're going to make ramyeon at midnight. Surprisingly, also pultak bugumyeon, the spicy noodles, it's vegan. There is a YouTube channel, Cheap Lazy Vegan, and the girl from this channel, she emailed the company, Samyang, and asked them about the ingredients because it's chicken flavor noodles, and they told her it's artificial, so it's vegan. I don't really recommend you to buy this because it's really spicy, but if you want to do the challenge or just to eat something that will burn your mouth and stomach, you can buy this, and even at the convenience stores. Convenience stores in Korea are really great if you want to eat something light and cheap, even if it's 3 a.m. And even though most of the stuff are not vegan or vegetarian, you can still find some other food that you can eat. First, it's the steamed rice that you put in the microwave for 2 minutes and you get a delicious sticky rice. You can eat this with crispy seaweed, which is also vegan. If you're lucky, they will have roasted sweet potatoes, sweet corn, fresh salad, and for vegetarians, also half-boiled eggs, which are delicious. Sometimes they are not so delicious, but usually they are really, really good. Recently, some of the Korean stores in Korea launched vegan meals, cooked meals like kimbap and even vegan hamburger. I never tried those because I was not in Korea when they had it, but I saw some videos and I read about it online. People say it's quite good, but I've heard it's not so easy to find those meals, so you really need to look for it. And I guess you will find it in Itaewon because there are many foreigners there, so maybe more vegans there. Also, I've heard that not all of those meals are vegan and some of them are only vegetarian. So read the ingredients to make sure that what you eat is good for your diet. If you're staying in an apartment with a kitchen or a guest house with a kitchen and you can cook your own food, you should do this because then you can control what goes in your meals and make sure it's vegan, vegetarian, or whatever diet you're doing. So in the Korean grocery stores, you will find a lot of kinds of noodles, rice, of course bread. Make sure that the bread is vegan. It's not always vegan. Sometimes it even contains animal's fat. So read the ingredients. Always read the ingredients. Also vegetables, they have a lot of vegetables. So cheap. And tofu. They have so many kinds of tofu and it's always fresh and delicious. Beside the regular grocery stores, there is vegan space that I actually have a video about this place. Click here or here. It's a vegan grocery store. It's located in Itaewon and they have vegan mandu and they have Beyond Meat. Also, they have Western style stuff like spices and it's a really great store. So go there. If you're traveling and staying at the guest house or hostel that also serve breakfast, you will be happy to know that usually the breakfast is vegetarian and vegan friendly. They will always have bread to make toast. Usually this bread is vegan, but again, read the ingredients: peanut butter, strawberry jam, sometimes fruits, and butter and eggs for vegetarians. Korea is a street food heaven and I'm sure you already know that. Most of the food that you will find there is not vegan or vegetarian, but still you can find some vegan or vegetarian snacks you can enjoy there with no problems. My favorite was roasted chestnuts. So delicious! Baked sweet potato, steamed corn, Maya Kimbap, the small delicious kimbap that you should double check the stuff they put inside. Sometimes they use fish cakes inside, fried tornado potato. Sometimes if you're lucky you can find even vegan japchae, and of course sweet hot dog and savory hot dog. If you buy the vegetable hot dog, you need to ask if it's only vegetables because sometimes they put beef or kimchi. So make sure it's just yacha hot dog and of course the sweet hot dog. Oh my god, hot dog is so good. And my favorite vegetarian street food is kerampang, egg muffin. And again, I know I always said it, but again, you need to make sure it's only kerampang because I saw in Busan at Nampo street food area, kerampang stall with bacon on the kerampang. They make their egg muffin with bacon. Usually it will be only egg muffin, you know, muffin and egg, but it's always good to ask if there is anything else beside egg and bread. Sadly, the most popular Korean street food, tteokbokki, is not vegan. Even though it looks vegan, it's not because they put fish cakes inside. But if you do want to eat tteokbokki, there is a lovely shop in Insadong that they sell Korean street food veganized and they have tteokbokki. They also have vegan fish cakes and vegan kimbap, and I ate there. I have a full mukbang from this place, so you can click here or here. Again, I'm sorry, I have no idea where it's going in the screen. So click there to watch this mukbang after this video. In Korea, like in every other country in the world, you can go to buffet and choose your own food and make sure it's vegan. My favorite buffet in Korea was Tuki tteokbokki buffet. You get your pot, you put water, you put sauce, you put tteokbokki, and you make your own tteokbokki. It's all you can eat buffet, so you can really eat a lot of tteokbokki with your friends, and you control the topping, you control the sauces, you control everything goes in. But again, you should ask if there is anything beefy or fishy in the sauces. Apparently in Taiwan, they also have Tuki, the same one from Korea, but they have beef stock in all of their sauces. So when you're there, ask if it's vegan, if it's only sauce, if there is no fish or no beef in it. Beside the tteokbokki buffet, which is amazing, you could go to just a regular buffet and pick your salad or noodles or rice or fruits and eat a vegan meal. You control your plate. Even though I already mentioned kimbap, Maya Kimbap at the street food, I think that I need to mention this again because at the regular kimbap shops, you can get vegan kimbap very easily. Kimbap is seaweed, rice, and filling. They will show you everything and you say cucumber, carrot, spinach, whatever they have there. If you're vegetarian, you can also take the omelette. So kimbap is really easy to make vegan. It's cheap, it's delicious, and it will fill you up very easily. The most famous Korean food, Korean Air even serve this in their flight. So it's rice, vegetables, beef, egg, and delicious gochujang sauce. And the thing about bibimbap is that they cook each ingredient separately. So when you order bibimbap, you can ask with no beef or no egg and make it vegan or vegetarian to your taste. There is also bibimbap buffet. It's all you can eat bibimbap and it's really delicious, but make sure not to put too much. If you don't eat everything, they will charge you extra. So talking about desserts, of course, Korean rice cakes, chewy, delicious, sweet rice cakes. You can buy those at the convenience store and also at the markets. Another dessert you can find in Korea is bingsu. It used to be vegan, but now they make it with ice that's made from milk. If you're lucky, you can get water ice bingsu. And how about coffee? Well, Korea is the capital of coffee shops of the world. I decided that it's the capital of the coffee shops because really, there are so many cafes there. It's like everywhere you go, you see a coffee shop. Sadly, I never found a coffee shop, regular coffee shop, that have plant-based milk. They always have just the regular cow milk. So if you want to drink something vegan, you can drink Americano, tea, or just a juice. But beside those cafes, there are vegan cafes in Korea. The most famous one, I think, is Plannign in Itaewon. They have cakes, cookies, hot and cold drinks, and everything is vegan. Also, there is Vegan Space, the grocery store. They have a small cafe, and they also serve vegan cake and coffee. So after telling you what you can eat in Korea if you're vegan or vegetarian, I will tell you what you should not eat in Korea if you're vegan or vegetarian. Kimchi. Even though kimchi looks really vegan, it's not. They put fish sauce or baby shrimps in the sauce. It's not even vegetarian. Don't eat kimchi there. Only if you're in a vegan restaurant, so you know it's vegan. But regular places, don't buy the kimchi. Soups. In the regular restaurants, they will serve you soup. Usually the soup will be based on beef or fish. Even though it looks just a regular vegetable soup or tofu soup, it will not be vegan, so don't drink it. Tteokbokki. As I mentioned before, it's not vegan. It looks like vegan because only rice cakes and sauce, but those little squares inside the tteokbokki are fish cakes and it's made from ground fish, so it's not vegan. But you can still go to Buki or the vegan shop in Insadong. Savory pancakes, chon. Chon are just a mix of flour and water and vegetables and beef or fish. So again, not vegetarian, even though it looks vegetarian usually, like pindatok, it looks totally vegan, but it contains sometimes pork, sometimes seafood. Not vegetarian. Don't eat chon in Korea, even though it looks so delicious, don't eat them. Korean snacks. In Korea, many of their snacks contain fish or beef. So if you have the package, you can read the ingredients, you can check this with Google Translate. But if you are sitting in a bar with friends and they give you snacks with a beer in a small plate, ask them, what is this snack? Happened to us that in a bar they gave us a small plate with shrimp snack and it looks just like a potato chips.
Wasabi.
Oh, this is also not like seafood taste?
Seafood.
So I hope I helped you a little with what you can eat or not eat in Korea if you're vegan or vegetarian. If you have your own recommendations, share those with me at the comments down below. And also, if you don't have any recommendations, tell me what you want to try the most from everything I mentioned here. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you all next time. Bye!